the Indonesian pairing of Alexander and Octaviani, the #2 seeds in the mixed doubles. Next up is the women's singles, and that will be an intriguing game as well, as we have the #1 seed playing against the #8, the 16-year-old Goh Jin Wei. And then after that will be the men's doubles, where Indonesia are looking to make it 2 from 2 finals, if they can. So the women's singles, as we look at how the two players made it through to the finals. Goh Jin Wei has not been forced to play 3 games at all in this tournament, whereas Busanan was taken to 3 games in her semi-final, so had to work a little bit harder against her compatriot to make it into the women's singles final. So confirmation that the Yonex Sunrise Indonesian Masters women's final is Busanan Ongbamrungphan against Goh Jin Wei from Malaysia. Thailand versus Malaysia. And certainly Goh Jin Wei is a player to look out for. So relaxed in the way she goes about her game. And to be fair, Busanan is also a very young player, just 20 years of age and seeded #1 in this tournament. And here she makes her way onto the court. Now following her, Goh Jin Wei. This looks like she's going for a stroll in the park, so relaxed. Saw her at breakfast at the hotel this morning with her coaches, and again, just quite happy, just having a bit of fun and watching a few replays on the coach's laptop. Always striving to get better.
Was it choice red or green? Red, you green.
Toss of the coin.
Green.
So, Goh Jin Wei
That side.
wants to start the far end. And Busanan, it sounded like, will have serve, so they'll swap their bags. Goh Jin Wei started that end in her semi-final. Whether she feels that that's a good omen, we'll have to wait and see. So Busanan, age 20, ranked 18 in the world at the moment, 168 centimeters, which is 5'6". Was born in Bangkok. Has had a good tournament, making her way through to the final. Toughest match was really her semi-final, which took just an hour to dispatch her compatriot. She's played players from most countries, in that Malaysia, China, South Korea and Thailand, and was only forced into a 3rd game in that semi-final. Her opponent, Goh Jin Wei, certainly a player on the rise. Just 16 years of age, ranked 50 at the moment, 158 centimeters, born in Penang. She won the Junior World Championships in Lima, Peru in 2015 in singles. She dispatched Nichon Jandapon in quite easy fashion in her semi-final. Has yet to go to 3 games. Got rid of 2 Indonesians in the early rounds, and then the Chinese player in the quarter-final.
Ready to play.
Look at the head-to-head. Not surprisingly, with 2 such young players, they've actually never met before. So this will be the first time, and it'll be a good test for both of them, just to see where they're at in their own personal performance. Umpire for this match is Wayana from Indonesia, and also the service judge is Buddy Santosa, also from Indonesia. Thailand versus Malaysia in
Ladies
the
and
women's
gentlemen,
singles final here at the Sunrise
right,
Indonesian Masters
Goh Jin Wei,
2016. Goh Jin Wei just
and
being
on my left,
introduced to the crowd.
Busanan Ongbamrungphan, Thailand.
Busanan Ongbamrungphan.
Busanan Ongbamrungphan to serve. Love all. Play.
And that's an outstanding start from Busanan.
1 love.
Just a smile on the face of Goh. She still loves every minute out on the court. Brilliant movement around the court by both players, but in particular Busanan.
2 love.
And a sublime finish to that rally. Goh getting there, but just unable to help the shuttle over the net.
Service.
So finally,
One,
Goh wins a point,
two.
gets service. So Busanan with some quite heavy strapping on the inside of her right thigh. And it looked to me as if Goh had a little bit of strapping on her hamstring as well. It's wide, so we're level at 2
2
all.
all.
And that was good work by Busanan. Really had
Service over.
Goh rocking on her heels
3 2.
and then able to just put it away as she tried to get back to her feet. And that's wide.
Service over. 3
Busanan
all.
is ranked 18 in the world. And as we saw, Goh Jin Wei currently ranked 50 in the world, seeded 1 and 8 respectively in this tournament. Oh, and that was good. Busanan just caught as that appeared to be just dropping in the backcourt, so she had to hurry her return. She was ready to leave that, then realised it was dropping in, and that really set Goh up for an easy finish. So Goh leads for the first time in the match, 4-3.
Service over.
So that was just
Oh.
marginally too long.
Service over.
Well, that one just
5
fell on the line,
4.
so Goh wins serve back. 5-4. Great disguise of the shot, just the twist of the wrist, closing the face of the racket to get the angle on the shot. And that is an exquisite drop shot from Busanan.
Service over. 5 all.
Superb, and she was pretty happy with it too.
Six.
So
5.
6-5 now in favour of Busanan. That was too long. So
Service
6
over.
all, and service back
6
with
all.
Malaysia. It's a really good crowd inside the stadium. They're really enjoying this tussle. Into the net. Goh was forced back
7,
and forward
6.
on the court, but moves with such ease. Never seems to be hurried into a shot. Goh has strapping on her left hamstring. Feint there from Busanan. And a good cross-court smash.
Service over.
7 points
7
apiece.
all.
Oh, just a little bit slow moving forward. Into the net.
8 7.
Busanan is taking the lead. Good work close to the net by both players. Into the net again. So
9 7.
2-point lead opens up. Good. Well, looked a little long from
10
here.
7.
But great shot from Busanan. Goh looked immediately across. Ooh, a good call on the line. Well done, the line judge. 10 plays, 7. 3 points on serve to Busanan. Finally, Goh manages to win back serve.
10.
By both players at the moment, and that's just again a brilliant drop shot. Busanan was almost in the back court and somehow just managed to soften the touch to just make it drop over the net. Turnover 11-8 in favour of Busanan Ongbamrungphan. Goh being spoken to by a coach, so too Busanan. Goh Jin Wei, who cites a Thai player as one of her idols. She is only 16, as I mentioned, Ratchanok Intanon, along with Akane Yamaguchi from Japan. So I would think if Intanon is one of her idols, she would have watched the Thai players' games in quite a bit of detail. At the moment, Busanan is doing a really good job keeping the youngster at bay. So it will be Busanan to serve, leading 11-8 in the first game. Great shot. This is the women's final. Women's singles final here at the Sunrise Indonesian Masters 2016. Goh asking suddenly to change the shuttle, and umpire saying no, play on with it. Again, a great subtlety to the shot, just closing the face of the racket, and on the angle, just dragging it down. Just inside, brilliant shot. That's called out as well.
39.
Goh didn't look too happy with that call either. Well, maybe it was just a little bit long. And that is a great shot now from Goh. Stays in touch, 10-13.
10-13.
Goh hasn't dropped a single game in this tournament. It's quite rare for her to find herself trailing. If you compare the points for both players, Goh 172 points for in the tournament, 119 against. into the net it goes. We were saying Busanan 190 points for in her victories and 142 against. So again, when you consider Busanan's played just one extra game, forced into a third game, the stats are very, very similar. So Goh clawing back at the moment. He's been told for pushing a sweat on the floor. That's out. So Goh closes to within 1 point. Just in from Busanan Ongbamrungphan. She was certainly going for it. 14 plays 12. Very aggressive. Unable to lift that over the net, so 15-12. Back to a 3-point lead for the Thai player. Goh was there, but just the touch letting her down. And that's long as well. 16-12 now. Goh was asking for the shuttle to be changed. And again, overruled by the umpire. Well, that too has been called good. Goh looking across, she left this one, thought it was going to be long, and over her head, and it looked to land, yep, just inside the line. 17-12 now. Thailand inching closer to taking his first game. So now Goh has a chance on serve to claw her way back in this first game. Oh, it's called long. Goh a little bit frustrated. She thought that was just going to drop in. Just went, well, appeared to go just the wrong side of the line. Again, Busanan goes on the aggressive approach, and it pays dividends.
19-13.
Mixing a game up really well. Overhead smash. It's been really beneficial. that's good. That is very good from Goh.
Service over.
Back pedaling.
14-90.
To make this shot, back pedaling, and then the angle it into the back of the court. Superb. And another good shot from Goh. 15 plays 19. Busanan this time, who asked for a change of shuttle. Goh needing every point to try and steal his first game. And she is now just 1 point away from the first game. Busanan Ongbamrungphan. That's wide, and that is the first game to Thailand's Busanan Ongbamrungphan. 21-15. And Goh drops her first game of the tournament. It will be very interesting to see how she responds after this. Just been overhitting a lot of her shots at the moment, whether that's just anxiety of being in a final. It is Busanan Ongbamrungphan who takes the first game 21-15 in 22 minutes. Certainly those guests courtside have got a really good view. Two of the young up-and-coming players in this part of the world. Busanan Ongbamrungphan, just 20 years of age. Her opponent, Goh Jin Wei, just 16 years of age. Now, a lot of these fans are waiting for the next match on court number 1. That will be the men's doubles finals, because Indonesia have a pairing in that, and they're hoping to see their boys come home with a second title here at the Yonex Sunrise Indonesian Masters 2016. They've already won one, and that was in the mixed doubles. Ronald Alexander and Melati Diva Octavianti were victorious over the Malaysian pairing of Tan Keng Meng and Lai Peijing. Busanan out on court, waiting for her opponent.
Second game. Double. Play.
And another brilliant rally, controlled by Busanan. She takes the first point. Those cross-court jump smashes are just superb at the moment, and she's reaping real rewards for it. Just wonder if Goh's movement with that hamstring strapped is causing her just a little bit of discomfort. And another brilliant drop shot to love. May just be that the step up in class this is a real test for Goh. Busanan ranked 18, and as we mentioned, Goh Jin Wei ranked 50 at the moment. So again, being warned for pushing the sweat off her brow onto the court. And into the net it goes. It's just not happening at the moment though for Goh Jin Wei. Into the net from Busanan. Busanan is certainly a quality athlete. She was voted Thailand's best athlete in 2013. The drop shots are phenomenal. And they reap the reward in the end. Clenched fist from Busanan Ongbamrungphan.
5-1.
5-1. Oh, and that's in. So good shot from Goh.
2-5.
She needs a few more of those. But her angle's absolutely perfect. Not that time though.
Service over 6.
So a cheap point for Busanan. And pushed wide again by Goh. Wry smile.
7-2.
She's being made to work very hard, probably harder than she has all tournament. That time from
Service over.
Busanan. So
3-7.
service back with Goh. To the net.
4-7.
First point on service for Goh Jin Wei in this final, or second game of this final. He managed it twice in the first game. Again, the power from Busanan reaping rewards for her.
8-4.
And the jump smash is too good. It's called good.
Service over 5-8.
So 5-8 now. Was right on the line. Disguise Busanan, but Goh gets the point.
8.
jump smash from
Service over.
Busanan.
9-6.
Backpedaling, jumps, and go at full stretch just to try and make it. And didn't succeed.
Thank you.
Still fairly tight at the moment. That's a very good shot
Service over.
from Go.
7-9.
Wings back, serve. Closes the gap to just 2 points again. Oh, and that was a good shot again from Go.
8-9.
It looked as if she'd read it, but just couldn't reach because the execution was just so good. Bit of gamesmanship going on down there. Oh, had set the point up perfectly. And her own shot at the net lets her down. She knows she should have put that away. It's just, well, at least she can smile about it. 10-8. And that lands in. That's good. That was a very good shot.
9-10.
9-10. Slight misjudgment. As mentioned before, there is a slight breeze at that end of the court, which seems to push a lot of the shots that look like they're going out, just drag them back in that corner. Saw one in a game earlier today in the women's doubles that went the other way on the other side of the court, just drifted out. That's too long.
Service over. 11-9.
So 11-9 in favour of Busanan Ongbamrungphan. In with just a marginal lead, leading by 1 game to 0 at the moment. One thing I did like about the Thai player is when asked who her toughest opponent was, she said myself. So obviously knows that a lot of the sport, as they say, is played in the mind.
20
Sometimes
seconds.
if you're not right in your own head, when you walk out on the court, it's going to be hard. Go. Trying to throw down a marker and say, I'm ready. She's out early. It's been interesting just watching these two young ladies just
11-9.
stalling the other when they're on serve.
Play. Service over.
Just
10,
a
11.
very faint touch to get that over the net from Goh. This one here, and it made it very difficult. It just tipped the net. So Busanan trying to play it across the net, and after all that hard work, a wasted serve straight into the net by Goh. Again, and that's going to fall out.
Service over. 11-4.
Just that touch on the net that made Busanan's shot a little bit wider than she would have liked. And again, Goh wastes it. Smashes into the net.
13-11.
Set up the point well. Just the execution letting her down. Looks across at her coach. Work again from Busanan. What a rally. Both players going on the attack. In the end, nice shot from Busanan. Full stretch Goh, leaving the court open. And all she had to do was just find the space and get it over the net. This was the stage we saw in the first game that Busanan Ongbamrungphan pulled away. It was 14-12 and soon became 17-12. Now it's 13-11 and now it's 15-11. She wins the next couple of points, you feel she may well be crowned champion. And that is a superbly played shot.
16-11.
Waited and then just passed Goh into the corner. That's been called good.
17-11.
So again, we see Busanan pulling away at the same stage in the match. And another great smash from the Thai player.
18-11.
She is 3 points away from being crowned the Sunrise Indonesia Masters 2016 Women's Singles Champion. Goh, well, it's fair to say she hasn't been allowed to play a natural game. good shot from Busanan.
19-11.
6 points in a row. And I do wonder whether Goh's injury is worse than we imagined. Certainly, her mobility hasn't been what it was yesterday, but she's going to keep fighting.
7-2. Foul,
She
19.
cannot afford any mistakes. And there have been quite a few in this game from the young Malaysian player. Played into the net from a serve a few times, and a few shots close to the net she should have put away, and again played into the net, and she's done it again. And she's just kissed the final goodbye, I think.
20, match point.
Game point, match point for Busanan Ongbamrungphan of Thailand. It drops out.
7-2. 13-20.
So Goh needs the next 7 points to take it to a third game. At least have a chance of, anyway. And just clipping the net. Runs over to her coach, Busanan Ongbamrungphan. Very excellent display from her. Really dominant. She was the aggressor in most of the match. And some of the subtlety in her play was a joy to watch. She bows to the crowd and they appreciate that. Maybe disappointment for Goh Jin Wei, but rest assured she'll be a name to listen out for in years to come. And that was the little bit of luck Busanan Ongbamrungphan deserved. And there wasn't a lot of luck for Goh Jin Wei. So just caught the net cord and fell. That's how much it meant to Busanan. It's been a long time since she's won a major title, but she's done it now. Busanan Ongbamrungphan from Thailand defeating Goh Jin Wei of Malaysia 21-15, 21-13. She is the women's singles champion at the Sunrise Indonesian Masters 2016. Well, the players are making their way round now to the presentation area. And we will have the presentation for you very soon. Well, incredibly, we haven't had a single match go to 3 games as yet today. Just wonder if that might be the case in the mixed doubles final, which is coming up after the presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, medals and prize money to women's single winners. Runner-up, Goh Jin Wei, Malaysia.
So,
And the winner,
Goh Jin Wei makes her way forward and climbs up onto the number 2 podium. It's her first final at 16 years of age. She may be a little bit disappointed, but it was just the wiliness and the experience of Busanan Ongbamrungphan that saw her come out on top. She was on her game, and the smile on her face as we see Haji Ramat Masud Ketua Pelaksana YSM 2016 presenting the medals to both players. And then now to present the checks is Barry Tamba from Yonex Sunrise, Indonesia. And $4,560 US for the runner-up, $9,000 for the winner. 120,000 US dollars in prize money given away at this tournament. And now to present the souvenirs is Sugianto, sponsorships Hotel Platinum from Balikpapan. And they're going to have to find somewhere to hold the flowers now, because Fakrudin, Jeffrey, Kadispora, Kaltim will present the flowers to both of the players. So Goh Jin Wei, runner-up in the women's singles, as she admires her souvenir. And the winner from Thailand, Busanan Ongbamrungphan. And not surprisingly, a big smile from her from the official photographs. Congratulations, Busanan Ongbamrungphan, women's singles champion at the Sunrise Indonesia Masters 2016. Well, just one game to come now on the final day of the Yonex Sunrise Indonesian Masters 2016. It was victory for China in the men's singles when Huang Yu Xiang had to retire through injuries. So Xie Yuji was the victor. And then in the women's doubles, it was a victory for Korea over Thailand. Then the roof nearly came off in the mixed doubles when Indonesia were victorious over Malaysia in their 2 games to 0. And then we've just had the women's singles where Thailand's Busanan Ongbamrungphan was too good for Goh Jin Wei from Malaysia. But now it is the men's doubles finals, and it is going to be Indonesia taking on China. Take a look at how these teams made it through to the final. Well, certainly the Chinese pairing of Han and Zhu have really had to work hard. They were taken to 3 games in both their semi-final and their quarter-final. So too, though, was the case for the Indonesian pair, and they've had to work hard to get there. It was a really tight semi-final for Nayaka and Sanjaya, but they're there. They are the 5th seed, whereas Han and Ju were not even seeded in the tournament. So great achievement for them to be there. Who will come out on top? Well, plenty of the crowd have just gone to get a refreshment before this men's doubles final gets underway. You can guarantee most of the seats will be taken as we see Han Chun-hai and Zhu Haodong taking on Nayaka and Sanjaya from Indonesia. That is the men's